Alrighty, friends. Oh, today we got a cool special effect with us. I feel like everyone kind of wants to be creative, and people feel like they're not creative or like don't even know what creativity means. The video I wanted to share was how to get ideas. Literally, I woke up with just a brilliant idea in my mind, grabbed my notebook right beside my bed and said, how to get ideas, go to sleep. Because I started realizing that when I would go to sleep, my mind would wander down these different types of paths, and then I would get all these ideas and solutions that I wouldn't normally think about. And when you're falling asleep, you're entering into an altered state of consciousness. Like our brain works in different brain waves and at different frequencies. And at a certain frequency, we are like asleep or half asleep. Sometimes that could be like meditative or just like deeply relaxed, maybe under hypnosis. But when we go to sleep, we go through this altered state of consciousness. I have a quote in my book about dreams and how we get info in our dreams. So I'm gonna go to my book, Sleep, Dreams, and Healing. Dreams are a source of healing for the soul, just as sleep is healing to the body. Our dreams are an easy way to access our subconscious mind and our spirit. It can be one of the quickest paths to what lies within us beneath the surface, often hidden from our conscious thinking mind. Yeah. Okay, so this is talking about dreams mostly, but this also applies to the state before you're actually asleep. But it's saying that this like state of consciousness can hold memories, subconscious beliefs, divine inspiration, precognitive or prophetic aspects, and symbolism from the collective unconscious, the invisible web of energy that entangles us all. When you go to sleep and you're in that like half aware, half asleep state, if you can practice noticing the things that you're thinking about, because they're really so much more creative and connective than usual ideas you think of. It's like when you're in that half awake, half asleep state, your ego kind of shuts down and it lets information come in. The key is just to notice and not be too lazy when you get a good idea to write it down. So that's why I keep my journal right by my bed. So if I get any groundbreaking ideas, I can just write it down right then. But the ego is just like this big barrier in your brain, and it gets in the way of everything and totally blocks your true self from shining through. It's full of fears and worries and subconscious patterning and programs. So when you go to sleep and your ego comes down, it's like these little defenses come down and you can see things for the way that they really are. Yes, you can get amazing ideas from doing heart math and doing meditation, but I think the easiest way to get ideas would literally be to just go to sleep and wait for that kind of funky state, because you go to sleep every single night, so you can practice every night, and it's also a way to let yourself take naps and not feel guilty. You know, like when you're feeling tired or uninspired, go take a nap, see if anything pops into your mind, and then write it down. And when I was waking up this morning, I was thinking about how it's like dreaming is almost like you're following a train of thought, and it's like, say you're at the very front of the train, and the deeper you go, you're going along the back of the train further and further and further, and it's like eventually you get so far back on the train that you're not here anymore. Your mind is totally there on that part of the train, and like that's what you're seeing and feeling and experiencing. It's like this real experience that we're having in our mind's eye, and it just brings me back to like an overall thing. I don't even know what to call it. This is coming from your subconscious mind or from your heart, and that's why dreaming is basically the same as doing heart math and doing meditation, and it's all these things that get you into a different way of experiencing so that you can have an expanded awareness, and that expanded awareness is always there in your subconscious mind and in your heart. And you can call it infinite intelligence or God or perfect health or whatever. Like there really is something completely perfect and all-knowing and all-present that you're inherently attached to. And when you go to sleep, it's a lot easier to access this. Okay, well that's it. I just have potatoes in the oven and I don't want them to burn. So I'm gonna peace. Bye.